Hi, my name is Upeshka
I'm Ranjani Jagannath.
and Debarati and Diwas weddings helped us plan a dream wedding.
We found Debarati online actually. I had no idea about her or about Diwas. And I was shopping around for wedding planners and found her on Google, saw some really great reviews and decided that let's have an initial phone call. And so we met her via Zoom because we live in the US and we both really liked her.
Yeah, it was a smaller operation than I thought maybe we thought we were gonna go with, but we were so happy we decided to go with her.
Yeah, and I think the fact that it was just, she heard her mom and like they're a small group, they're way more, like it felt a lot more intimate in terms of even planning the wedding. I did most of the planning work with her and she was extremely easy to work with, super responsive. Like I've never met someone who's more responsive than her. She's like on top of deadlines, always following up, and God knows how much following up there is in Indian weddings, but she's always like thinking about the next step before I could even like ask her, and always offering help in like ways that I didn't even think that wedding planners would do, but went out of her way beyond her tasks and duties assigned, many instances, and helped us plan almost like a 3-day event in Jodhpur in January this year in 2025 at Rajasthan. We had about 120 guests, and we had almost more than 60 guests maybe flying in from abroad to India for the first time, and it was a lot of his family and friends.
Yeah, I thought my friends, it was probably a pretty challenging task to coordinate. People were coming from all around, but Debarati did a great job communicating with people from all over the world, really getting them to Jodhpur, to our wedding safely and happy, and coordinating hotels in a busy time of the year. She did a great job. She was always prompt and punctual, and she was even kind, because during a wedding lots of things can like go wrong or mistimed, and she was always kept a cool head, always a smile on her face, so that was really nice to have around.
Yeah, very bubbly, and like, yeah, no matter how stressed I am, what I'm saying, or if I'm screaming, or whatever I'm doing as a bride, she always such a calming force around me. But yeah, just I think some of the few ways I wanted to highlight that she went really out of her way was, well, my best friend, my childhood best friend, almost missed the wedding because she missed the flight to Jodhpur from Bangalore, and I got a text around that 8 in the morning saying I missed the flight and I don't think I'm going to make it to the Mehendi. And then an hour later I get another text from her saying, don't worry, like the Bharati's figured it out. And she got her on another flight, another city, got a taxi. This was not just her, it was her mom and her 3-year-old daughter. So this was really her going out of her way. She made sure like all our friends coming from abroad, a lot of his family coming from abroad, are like have hotels not just for the wedding dates but even before the wedding dates. That they arrived in India a few days early and they wanted to explore, so she wanted to make sure everybody's like housed well, everybody knows what's happening, especially if they're not familiar with the place. She helped me plan an entire like 2-week trip for all the guests. It was almost 40 guests that we took around India, around Jodhpur, Delhi, and Goa. And this was really not part of her duties, but she really went on her way to find the best hotel deals and everything in terms of even taking them to Taj, finding me people who can help me every step of the way, making excursions, the camel safaris, and all sorts of things, so that she really looked at it as a wholesome, full, I guess, complete experience for the guests. And not just the fact it's really respecting the fact that they've taken this time and effort and money to come all the way to India. So she really wanted to make sure like that entire Indian experience is valuable, and that was really a really big commitment that she showed, that was much beyond the wedding as well, but even just about the wedding, the number of hurdles that she went through to find us just exactly what we wanted, in terms of even hunting the venue down, negotiating the contracts down, and getting us what we want, and finding the best vendors, getting us the best prices, like being, and I did contracts with a lot of independent vendors as well. So like, for example, we got these cute little coasters done for the wedding, for giving away to guests, and she had to make sure she is in contact with every vendor that I was getting items from, whether it was wedding stationery or it was gifts or whatever it was. Like, we got these newspapers done, and the Debarati's team, like the morning of the mehendi, we had everybody housed in the hotel, all the guests, and they went around making sure all the rooms had all the stationery items, the welcome notes, the return gifts, the bags, the gift tags, the thank you notes, the newspapers, all of it. And however I wanted the style to be done, everything was, her mood boards were like top class, and presentations, and there was really like rarely any input I've even had because she's good taste. So I would just definitely say that we had I had an excellent time planning the wedding with her. Not just that the wedding went off so beautifully and magnificently, such a dreamy way, but the fact that even we got to meet her and I have this friendship with her now is also really great.
Yeah, I highly recommend using Debarati and her team. They were excellent.
Thank you.